Thank you, everyone. Adam Bethlenfalvy and team from HUDEA, Drama and Theatre Education in Hungary. Next hour is yours.
Thank you, Dunya. That was very kind of you to introduce me so many times. Actually, in the next 60 minutes, I hope you can all hear me fine. I'm sitting in the classroom where I was just teaching. Thank you. Good, good. I'm sitting in the classroom where I was just teaching and finished, so I'm really sorry I haven't been able to join the morning. I'll be joining more in the next part of this wonderful event. Thank you for organizing this. The 60 minutes will not be mine. I'm just sort of a host here, second to Dunya, but hosting for the Hungarian drama community. So what happened here is we have drama pedagogy in Hungary and theater pedagogy and theater education in Hungary for quite a long time now. It's also part of our national curriculum, so we teach it in schools. But there are such a beautiful variety of forms in Hungary of drama education that we invited the members of our association to share what they would like to share with the international community of what's happening in Hungary. So in a way, this will be a celebration of the diversity of Hungarian drama education the next minutes. I will be inviting my colleagues who are here. Some of them are here, some of them have sent videos to compile together. So we'll be sharing our thoughts through these moments. First of all, I would like to share with you a video, just to start from the smallest children. I will be sharing with you a video from a kindergarten. Let me just start this video. And you can hear some sound, I guess, in the background of the video. You can see here Kune Oncha, Aniko, a wonderful teacher in a kindergarten in a small town in Hungary. It's called Jászberény. And here you can see the children in this kindergarten who are on one hand learning music, but they're also very much engaged in drama education. And here you can see them wandering into a forest. They have all turned into bears. You can see who the biggest bear is, who is trying to take them into the forest and teach them what to be careful about. So you can see how this is working with Aniko. But actually, they're just checking if their noses are red enough to go into the forest as bears. But actually, it is a really interesting diversity in this kindergarten that drama has taken on. So you have dramatic plays like this, similar to this, happening there as well, where they're really deeply engaged in role play and engaging in different issues and problems and understanding them. And the pedagogues, the teachers, are engaging students in these activities and build their daily life in the kindergarten through these activities. They're also engaging in all sorts of activities which are physically developing, but within the story, within the role play of the drama. And also they are engaging in certain mantle of the expert activities. You can't really see them here at this point, but actually they are taking part in activities related to a library. They have actually, in this kindergarten, the library has turned from a mantle of the expert project, it has turned into a commission where actually the children themselves operate the library in the kindergarten, they are taking part in all elements of the activities a library would do. So actually, I think what Aniko here, you can see here is doing is not only engaging and developing the children's thinking, social, and motor skills through drama activities, but she is also passing on a great deal of responsibility to these uh, children and often working in mixed groups, inclusive groups of children with different capabilities. So I will just stop the sharing and stop the video here because this was where we would wanted to start off, and I wanted to share with you. And now, next, I would like to step on and offer the field to Balint, who is talking about this inclusion and this diversity of ages through a very specific project that he leads. Balint, are you here?
I am here, but I cannot start my video.
I will be starting your presentation for you. Just a sec.
So, hi everyone. Really nice to meet you and to be on this event and to learn from you. I'm Balint Juhász, partly from Hungary, partly from Belgium, and I work with drama, theater, and with restorative justice. And I would like to shortly tell you about the potential of drama or the power of drama that can enable deep and meaningful, addressing deep and meaningful topics for really different people coming from different groups. It's fine, Adam, if you start the presentation, and if it's okay for you when I just say next, just please move to the next slide. So on the first picture, you see an adult and a child exploring something together, playing together. This is actually a scene from the war in Troy. The older man, the adult, is playing King Priam, who just recently lost his son in the war. It was killed by a Greek soldier, Achilles, who not just killed his son, but took his body to the Greek camp and is not intending to give it back. And the 7-year-old boy there is playing the god Hermes, who accompanies the king on his secret trip during the night to ask Achilles to give back the body of his son. Obviously, they are addressing very complex and difficult issues like war, grief, murder, death. So this is something that is very special to this initiative. Adam, if you can move to the next one, please. That is a family theater camp that we have been developing now for 3 years in Hungary, which enables really an intergenerational dialogue or an intergenerational experience between different people, working together on one story throughout the week and adding new and new layers to this story each day and each moment of the camp in a way that addresses the interests, the needs of the different age groups from 7 up to as much as you wish. This year, the oldest participants was 60. Please go to the next slide. We always, here you see Achilles and Hector fighting by 2 teenagers, and we are always working with one story. Please go to the next, and also with the gaps in these stories which we need to fill out by our fantasy, and which helps us to feel or to address the gaps in the stories and to see how we can come in there. In this picture, you see the stress in the Greek camp played by the teenagers and adults down in the depth of the room. Because there is a disease spreading in the Greek camp, and they also have a lot of losses, which creates conflicts around their strategy. And on the stage in the front, you see the smallest children playing the Greek gods, watching this. And then later they entered into the scene in a forum theater way, offer different ideas how to solve the problems of the Greeks, and they tried out. Please go to the next slide. This is the one ship, the crew of one ship who is embarks on the trip to Troy. In front of them, the man is playing Agamemnon, the king Agamemnon, who just sacrificed his daughter for this. And people have different emotions at this moment. And then on the last slide, if you go there, Adam, please, you see a street in Troy. And you see the different households. The lines are dividing the different households. It's a poor street, so these are not the people who you know from the stories, but it's more the people who are not named in the stories. They live in this fear of imminent war, and people are trying to cope with it. It allows these people coming from these different age groups to address this very big social questions in a playful and meaningful way. And this was something that people mentioned as a takeaway from this experience, along with connecting to culture and also being with their own children in a very different way as in their daily lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Balint, for sharing this experience and this process, which has been ongoing. And I know you've been experimenting with this camp for quite a long time and working on it. Next, I would like to share with you something a bit different. Sorry, I'm needed to multitask here. So while I'm talking, I need to set up something to share with you, which is a video from one of the schools. In Hungary, we have drama as part of the national curriculum, so it's supposed to be taught in every school, but some schools are specialized and have a special drama section, a drama class. The aim here is not particularly to get them into the profession of theater or acting, but it's a wide variety where students continue from here, but they have a very, very strong input of theater and drama in their schools. Actually so strong, and not only of theater, but also of video and performance, that one of the students has created this 5-minute video about the school, which I'm going to share now with you. So here goes a video that I don't think needs any further explanation, together with sound, and I hope it starts and I can keep my mouth shut from here on.
Nemes Nagy Ágnes Művészeti Szakgymnázium, frequently called Nemes by students and faculty, is a small high school located in Buda's busiest district. The students separate into two faculties, drama and dance. In this documentary, you get to see into the day-to-day life of a student studying in the drama department. Our school teaches drama and theater at the highest level in order to raise skilled individuals. However, along with all things you learn professionally, we value self and improving ourselves not only mentally, but also physically. Over the course of 4 years, we learn how to be competent young adults, and that knowledge comes from the best of the best teacher faculty. Performance is improved through 5 different subjects: acting, speech techniques, poetry and prose, creative music, and stage movement classes. We learn to connect with each other and with ourselves. We learn about improvisation and expressing our emotions through movement, all while exploring the traditional and abstract side of theater. our senior year, we mainly focus on building our individual repertoire, consisting of poems, proses, monologues, and songs, so that we can be prepared for the examination board at the University of Theatre and Film Arts. Needless to say that even though the school mainly specializes in theater, you have many options after graduation, mostly in literature, history, and other human-related departments.
So that was the film facilitated by Esther Herold, a friend, a colleague, teacher at the school, but created by the students themselves. I wouldn't be surprised if the soundtrack would be coming out someday and made accessible to all of us. I can see Esther as well walking in the street. But I will hand over the word to Kati, Katalin Tobi. We are going further in education, into further education, and she'll be talking about one of the colleges, teacher training colleges in Hungary that teaches drama. And I need to start her video, but Kati, you can take over the word and start talking.
Hello, nice to meet you all. Yes, something a little bit different from what we have just seen. Our college is a teacher training college, and the main profile is early childhood education. So that means that we teach applied drama in the widest sense, and you can see here that one of our key tools is Kamishibai paper theater combined with puppetry techniques, because we found that this is something that children can really relate to, and we often work with different storytelling techniques. Here you can see a digital stop motion storytelling video of Cinderella, how the fairy godmother is helping Cinderella to clean the house. And we also work with shadow play in different forms, whether using a box or a screen, as you can see here, or even overhead projector, or simply the wall, and different creative techniques, or a projected image. And students experiment with different creative ideas, how to create a story through shadow play. And for primary teachers, we teach lots of drama games that they can use creatively in their classroom, in any subject, basically, because we really believe in enriching education with drama. Acting here is not in the focus, it's rather educational drama. So to use it for different purposes, language teaching, and all sorts of subjects. And we often work with stories, processing a story through drama. And in our college work, we use some theater techniques, but this is for example, what you can see here is the history of theater course, where the examination is making a scene in a certain theatrical period. And we are trying to disseminate, share our professional knowledge with others in different workshops. And here you can see how drama, or in the widest sense, can be used to enrich school subjects in primary school, whether it's science or environmental education. And we also have postgraduate drama training courses, where we train teachers to become drama teachers. And what characterizes our courses is really fun and a sense of community. And you can see here how we work with the students so that by the end of their course, they really get enthusiastic about teaching children drama. And I believe that getting first-hand experience is really a real motivation boost to get drama teachers for the future. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Kati, for sharing some work. Actually, I'm sitting in this college, in one of the rooms of this college at the moment. I just worked with some of the students who are not only studying drama, they're studying social pedagogy and studying drama beside that. But I'd like to share with you a different project by Natalia Gleason-Noyd. And this one, she will be talking from the video, although she's here in the Zoom as well. And I will just need to set up the video so that I can share it with you. It's working on the boundary of higher education and connecting it with the work, the field of theater and education. It's a very interesting project that I would love to share with you. And hopefully I can start it right away. Okay, I think it's shared now, so I can start it. Can you see it? Can you see the video share?
Yes.
Good.
Hello, I'm Natalia Gleason-Noyd, the founding artistic director of the Distant Light Laboratory here in Budapest. We are so grateful to HUDEA for the opportunity to present our project Különadás, loosely translated as Special Edition or Extra Helping, that came about a commission by the Museum of Ethnography here in Budapest. Head curator Ildikó Shop extended this invitation to Csengerác at the University of Fine Arts and myself, currently working at the University of Theatre and Film Arts. The brief was to run sessions engaging high school students with the permanent exhibition of the Museum of Ethnography. We decided to include our students and merge the citizens of 3 universities thereby, and not simply just to run the museum workshop directly, but to teach our students how to teach and give them a living experience also. Our model was very experimental, interdisciplinary. We had fine art painters and theatrical dramaturgs working together, and also intergenerational. Our participants ranged from their teens to their 50s. We focused methods of drama and art and museum pedagogy and merged them. And we have learned so much from each other in the 5 sessions throughout the semester, which culminated in our university students not just designing excellent workshops, but actually facilitating those for high school students on site in the Museum of Ethnography. Project Special Edition champions interdisciplinary peer learning, cross-university encounters and collaboration, a transparent model of female cluster leadership, and of course sharing best practices. For instance, we at the University of Theatre felt a great wave of excitement when we received handmade zines inviting us to leave our mark, to reflect with our hands, and even draw a picture in response, and not express with words as we dramaturgs are used to, while our fine art collaborators experience the relative noise and speed and chaos of drama methods, and how our bodies can be the material of our art. Currently, with Ildikó and Csenge, we are planning for the second run of Különadás, adopting it to a new museum, and all of the participants, we are nominated together for this innovative project for the Museum Pedagogical Excellence Award to be announced this Monday. Thank you for your attention.
So thank you for that, Nati. I'm stopping the video here, and I will continue. We'll keep our fingers crossed for the award, of course, but we'll continue with these territories on the boundary. Another one will be shared here by Silvia Skulteti. I will be sharing her presentation, but Sylvie, you can already start talking. Just a second, and I will set the PPT off and share it. I'm really grateful to my computer that it doesn't break down. The word is yours, Sylvie.
Yeah, thank you very much, Adam. I am working as a drama teacher and a theater therapist, and I'm often combining this with these two methods with children's and adults group. Today, I would like to share a small taste of how I work with theater therapy and how theater therapy can enrich drama, because this is our perspective, not the reverse one. Both method, next one please. Both methods are based on the same principle. We live in our daily life through stories. When we speak about ourselves or others and we define ourselves, we are telling stories. When we die, the story stand in for us. Before we enter a session, we come with our own reality. We participate the session, and if something happens, that means we reveal our truth to others, even try it out through actions. It became stronger as a coping strategy, and we leave the session with the different level of consciousness. Next one, please. How can theater therapy help with this? Exactly. Let's start with the small but significant aspect. Theater therapy also works with groups, but it simultaneously engages a participant personal level. That means, on one hand, it is more sensitive and focuses how these stories' characters relate to each other. And the other hand, it's considering the impact that the characters have on the participants. The characters are highlighted in two ways. First, we are assigning it the attributes, object, movements, or secret, even music from our area to them, and then we internalize them. That's the most important. Which part of the body feel the strengths embodied by the character? What color or shape could it describe it? What ability would it take from them? Next one, please. The main difference lies that in many layers of the examination. This is independent from the starting point of the drama work, which can be drama, can be a novel excerpt, can be short story or poem. The examination is not directly present, but it embedded within exercises. we can start on the story level. Of course, it means the story itself, but the personal level question can be remoted to the participant. Where would you enter invisibly? What object would you take from the story? What would you place to there? And what scent do you perceive? And which part of the story? Or what sentence would you tell them if you were there? Of course, it's in their consciousness, not directly. The cultural level is, I think, the same, but we in the theater therapy play about if we make the same story to the another country, what would it make a difference if we just bring to another country this story? We are examining the connection level. Is again to do with the character. We make scales, different scales, which can be the intensity of the relationship or the acceptance, the others' thoughts, or the warmth of love. Between the positive or the negative. We can make it on the universal human level. We put the relationship or goals within the hierarchy of human stories. The tale therapy doesn't grant a participant as much freedom as the decision as a drama pedagogy does, but it keeps the group much better aligned with values. And if we rise the matter to the transcendent level, we can ask, what does this mean for this action or this character means for the harmony or the order above us or the cosmos, or we would even call it a God, but it's not defined, of course. But what would it say? What would it say for the matter, for the person? Or does it fit into the order of the world? This can be the question which can indeed be more in the fairy tale than drama. Next, please. And what and the next slide. And what else can fairy tale bring for drama kind of useful things? For example, we can find the point of where the consciousness shift. We can find the topic sentence which is the key for organizing the story. We even relate maps, like for the role of location. That's an important. And we create in tales tale therapy matrices, like objective and subjective matrices. And the most important thing is to clarifying the helping elements. What is missing from the hero character, and which is the usable elements for that the hero had, the hero has. I think that was the difference and the usable elements in nutshell for drama, where come from fairy tale and fairy therapist. That's what the short one.
Thank you so much, Sylvie. I have to admit I have terrorized all the Hungarian participants to try to keep to 5 minutes, even though their work really covers much more than that time and that field. So it's actually quite a difficult thing for them to do. Now I will pass on. Sorry, I've got the sequence mixed up a little bit in my slides here. I'll pass on to our National Museum, who have very serious and very exciting drama and education aspect to their work as well. Victoria Sabo, Vicky Sabo will be talking about it from here on. So I hope it's coming up on your screen as well, and I just share the slide.
Yes.
The word is yours, Vicky.
Thank you, Adam, very much. My first question is to everyone. Can you hear me well? Because I had some troubles hearing Adam, and I'm not sure if it's my internet connection or his, but
we hear you very well.
So. Okay, thank you. So welcome everyone. I'm here on behalf of the Hungarian National Museum of Budapest, and as for me, I'm not a drama educator per se. I'm a museum educator, but I do have a very talented colleague, Mirella Mercuris, who is a trained drama educator. And what we have invented or trying to introduce in our museum is basically the merge of drum pad and museum education. Now, to tell you what our concept is by introducing or merging these two methods together. Adam, please show me the next slide. Thank you. So first of all, we were trying to see which common points can these two fields, drama pedagogy and museum education, have. And we have found these three main connection points. Basically that both of these fields are mediating culture and are somehow teaching children, high school kids, or even adults to be able to consume this culture and to find their connection to these subjects, to this culture that the museum collections or the theater, the drama can offer. So in our case, drama pedagogy will be rather a tool and not really a purpose, because we were trying to see how the methods, the tools of drama pedagogy can help high school children to connect themselves to what the museum is showing by the exhibitions and the subjects shown in the exhibitions. Please show me the next slide, Adam. Thank you. So for this aim, we have created a so-called talent program. A very, very important thing about this talent program is that we want high school children to come in the museum on their own and not in the context of a school visit or anything imposed to them. And we are creating several program blocks. So basically a talent program session is during several days or at least several hours in the museum, and we do them on weekends or during the school holidays, so they have the time to come freely in the museum. And through these programs, through these lessons or these drama and museum educational sessions, we are trying to help them find their connection to the culture and the museum and make a link between the subjects that we are dealing with, the exhibitions, and also the historical events and ages we are introducing them in, because just a quick reminder to those who did not know that, but the Hungarian National Museum is actually a historical museum, so our collection is not about fine arts or anything else, but really history of Hungary and the territory of Hungary. By the drama pedagogy, we want them to specifically think and share ideas with each other. So we want really to create conversations and these beautiful sessions of thinking together and treating them as on the same level as the museum educators or the drama educators. And just for you to understand better what we do here, I took an example, a very recent one, because right now in the Hungarian National Museum we have a temporary exhibition talking about the history of the Hungarian National Academy, its foundation, and related to that, the history of the science development in Hungarian context in general. So we were talking about a lot of subjects during this talent program related to this temporary exhibition with the kids. And we started to introduce the subject itself with the story of Prometheus and the fire. And we extended this subject to the introduction of a new invention or a new tool, something that humanity did not know before, but started to use by the story of Prometheus. So we went from the mythological story to this subject, the beginning of development in a community, or the connection of the community to this new invention or new thing. And we went step by step to the subject of the connection between humanity or society and science, and society's responsibility in using new techniques or inventions. So it was a fine way for us to introduce themselves in this theme that we were thinking about together. Like, is science good or bad? Can it have a bad side too? And what are our responsibility as individuals and as community in using the different inventions of science in our everyday life? So thank you for your attention. I hope I was compact enough.
Thank you, Vicky. You were very compact and very precise. Thanks a lot for sharing that. I will be sharing with you a similar project that's not similar in the sense of scale, but similar in the sense that it's working in the museum, and it's that's done around a museum of literature. Especially this part, I'm only able to move like that. It's about the life of József Attila József, one of our really fine contemporary poets from the early 20th century, who had a very full life, a very interesting life, and a great contribution to Hungarian literature. So here, Erzsébet Mezei, who you can see in this image, she's working with primary school kids with drama methods, exploring the life and the achievements of Attila József in this museum dedicated to his life. And here you can see some of the activities that are going on, participatory and active learning methods that drama gives to open up, expand this exhibition, and to get a glimpse and insight into the poet's life. It's a small museum, very different from the fantastic National Museum, historic museum that Victoria was talking about, but you can see the different faces, the different types of activities that are happening in these different museums. Just because of time, I'm going to cut this short and stop this share with you and move on from museums to another face of drama, which is, I think, less surprising. We have a very interesting field scene of educational theater. Theaters doing a lot of educational activities, and we'd like to share some of these with you. So I'm going to share in a moment a video by one of the independent theater groups in Hungary. This is, it's called the Láthatáron group, on the horizon, and that's what we're going to see. There has been some difficulty with the exports. I'm just trying to find the point where it begins. I'll be starting from here. Just a second, and I will be on to sharing the screen. And if you can see it, you will be seeing Yvette Fire talking to you in a moment.
Hi, my name is Yvette Fire, and I'm the founder and artistic director of Horizon Group. Horizon is a small independent theater company based in Budapest that I established 15 years ago. We have come a long way since 2010. Now we have 10 shows on repertory, and this season we are going to have 2 new premieres, and we play around 100 or 120 shows a year. The footage you see behind me shows our youth theater productions. Most of them are participatory theater pieces, and we make a lot of TIEs, theater in education shows as well. What is interesting about Horizon is that we play for all age groups. We have a show for 5-year-old kids, and we also have shows for adults. This season, the upcoming 2 new premieres are going to be for adults as well. But we have 6 or 7, depending how often we play, shows and repertory that we especially developed for high school students or primary school students or children. Usually, the shows are based on a social dilemma or social problem that we encountered in the country, because we travel a lot with these shows. And I think it's very important that we give voice to those kids who don't usually go to theaters, who are not from that specific social strata that can afford to go to theaters or to go to cultural programs. So that's why we go to them often, and we developed shows especially for them. One of these shows is called Cage Fight, which is about anger management. And another one is about bullying, which cuts across, as we all know, all social strata. So we travel with it to all sorts of places. It's about school bullying and social bullying. It's called Pitbull Camilla High School. And we also have a show about youth prostitution in co-production with the KV company, and another show about how it is to grow up in foster care and how can still try to do something with your life. Also, we have a children's show, as I mentioned, Witch Laundry, with which we travel everywhere. It's a farce, it's a comedy. And we have a show, which is a debate theater piece. That's our only debate theater piece, called Breaking Bread. This is about, we wrote this, or the writer wrote this piece after Russia attacked Ukraine. And it's based on a dilemma of survival versus solidarity. And it tells a story of a small Hellenic family on a small island who are trapped in this dilemma between the Persians and and Athens. So I'm very interested in finding partners abroad as well, and very interested in all sorts of cooperations. And I'm very glad for this opportunity to tell you a little bit about our company, and will be very interested to hear about yours. Bye-bye.
So you could see one of the independent theater companies in Hungary. I think it's really exciting that we have a very diverse independent theater company scene in Hungary, working a lot educationally. But there also these companies are struggling at the current moment in a sort of headwind, strong headwind, if I can say that to be completely polite. But we continue with another company, theater company, which is especially in a different way. It's not an independent company, but it's especially in the sense that it's the only company in Hungary that only performs in German in the German language. We have a German-speaking minority in Hungary, and this company especially cares for them with their work. You will need to read the subtitles. It will be in Hungarian, but it has English subtitles. I want to warn you so that you can get closer to your monitor and see this video from there. This is the one before the last video that we are going to share with you. So here it goes.
Sziasztok! Azt szeretném nektek megmutatni, hogy mi mindennel segítjük egy pedagógus munkáját, hogyha idehozza a tanulóit hozzánk színházba. Elsősorban a material mappingról szeretnék beszélni, ezek anyaggyűjtemények, amiben feladatok vannak, cikkek, különböző témában kérdések és játékok az aktuális darabbal kapcsolatban. Akár felkészítő órára, akár miután itt voltatok a színházba, utána egy feldolgozó órára alkalmas kis segítségek. Szeretném megmutatni egy kicsit részletesebben a brémai muzsikusok material mappéját. Először is egy kis bevezető rész után benne találjátok az eredeti mesét, van egy kis írás a Grimm testvérekről, egy kis háttérinformáció gyanánt, van benne egy kis leírás, illetve kis interjú a színészekkel és a rendezővel is, amiből megtudhatjátok, hogy milyen koncepció alapján készült az előadás. Feladatok következnek, vannak benne drámapedagógiai feladatok is, játékok is, illetve van benne szövegrészlet a szövegkönyvből, amit arra ajánlok, hogy esetleg a gyerekekkel kreatív módon fel lehet dolgoztatni a szöveget, eljátszatni velük egy-egy aprócska jelenetet a darabból, illetve a drámapedagógiai fókuszú játékok után vannak ilyen iskolai jellegű feladatok is. Szó-összekötős, van színező a kisebb óvodás korosztálynak, nagyon szép képestörténet leírások. Ami még fontos információ, hogy ezeket a material mappékat mindegyiket megtaláljátok online a honlapunkon, fel vannak töltve, ha egy-egy darabra rákattintotok a repertoárba, be van linkelve a material mappe és a sajtómappa is egy-egy darabhoz. A material mappe onnan teljesen ingyen letölthető, bármelyik darabot is választjátok. Ezen kívül vannak szószedeteink is minden előadáshoz. A1, A2-es szinten kigyűjtöttünk kezdőknek szavakat a darabból, B1, B2-es szinten középszintűeknek, és még a C1, C2 szintűekre is gondoltunk. Nyilván ezt mindenki eldöntheti, hogy az ő tanítványainak melyiket célszerű ismerni, és akár az ideérkezés előtt felkészülhetnek a szavakból, vagy a darab megismerése után még nagyobb motivációval láthatnak neki az előadás szókincsének az elsajátításához. Minden darabhoz teljesen ingyen tudunk biztosítani feldolgozó és felkészítő foglalkozásokat. Vannak olyan darabok, amikhez workshopunk is van, ilyen például a 2 történelmi témájú előadásunk, az 1948 csomag nélkül és a Nehéz csomag című audiosétáink. Vannak olyan előadások, amelyeknél elengedhetetlen az, hogy feldolgozó foglalkozást tartsunk, ilyen például az Áldás Schöne, a Minden, ami szép című osztálytermi előadásunk, mert itt a téma mélysége indokolja azt, hogy a gyerekekkel mindenképpen beszélni kell róla, és feldolgozni a látottakat, hallottakat, illetve a Szétválaszthatók című előadáshoz is erősen ajánljuk a feldolgozó foglalkozást, mert itt is olyan téma van, amiben érdemes a gyerekekkel kicsit elmerülni, és nagyon sok pluszt tud adni az, hogy átbeszéljük velük a látottakat.
I'm stopping the sharing here because we are going to change a little bit. I'm also really proud of the previous presentation because Gabriela, who was talking, was is one of my ex-students at Karoli University, and it's fantastic to see people flourishing in this field as she's doing. I'd like to move on and share our last video which is a video by one of the theater in education companies in Hungary. We have a few. The first one was Roundtable Theater in Education, and the second one was Kava, which is perhaps the largest working as an independent company, but doing fantastic work and projects. And I'm sharing their video presentation with you in a moment. So I'm just trying to sort these technical issues out, and then coming back here to share the presentation with you. And when I see that you're seeing it, begin.
My name is Fanny Kertész, and I would like to briefly introduce Kava, an independent theater founded in Budapest almost 30 years ago, which operates somewhere at the intersection of independent theater, public education, and civil society, using participatory theater forms. We usually define our work by the term theater of the participant. Our method is based on complex theater in education, adding current social problems to its focus. Theater in education originated in England in the 1960s, and it combines theatrical performance with interactive participatory activities, specifically designed to support learning and personal development. Kava was one of the first few organizations playing a pioneering role in establishing the genre in Hungary. The performance we use, which is based on audience participation, often deliberately blurs the line between performance and spectators, allowing participants to shape events and create their own attitude to the topic in focus. We primarily offer complex theater in education performances and drama sessions for students in public education, but from time to time we also create programs for younger children and as well as for adults. Our performances address current social issues, broader philosophical and ethical questions, age-related topics that affect young people's lives. And apart from performances, we also conduct long-term drama projects, some in rural environment. We have community-based projects regularly, and we also place great emphasis on disseminating our work and sharing knowledge through conferences, workshops, and publications. A significant part of our work consists of international collaborations. Over the past 10 years, Kava participated in numerous international projects, either as partner or project coordinator. Just to highlight some of them, let me mention our strategic partnership, which we had with 3 partners, focusing on community theater practice as a means of citizenship education. And the Participate in Your Life network is an almost 10-year-old collaboration with partners from the Nordic area, with the purpose of exploring interactivity and participatory theater forms, specifically in children's theater. We really appreciate our partnerships and we are open to further expand our connections. We are happy to participate in knowledge sharing events, method-specific teaching, performing in festivals, and most importantly, getting to know like-minded people to implement project ideas. Also, we are more than happy to welcome you and have groups to see our work and get to know each other. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for your attention.
So, just with time running out as well, I would really like to recap. You've been seeing 11 different presentations from Hungary, from different stages in school to different institutions, theaters, museums, activities on different boundaries of fields of therapy and education, for example, but also of social inclusion and education. So this is what we wanted to share, not because this is the definitive answer from Hungary, but I'm really proud that so many of our members, our colleagues, wanted to share their work, and that HUDEA, the Hungarian Drama Theatre Education, could facilitate this. And of course, the biggest thanks to HUDEA for making this possible. It's really good to see what's happening around the world. So I will stop here and stop our presentations. Thank you. Back to you, Dunya.
Thank you very much, Adam. This was really mind-blowing. There are really a lot of things going on in Hungary. It's really amazing, very diverse also. Anybody who have any questions, they can write them in chat. And while they do, because this will be a very short Q&A session, I will just ask you, I don't think it's talked enough today about the advocacy that you do and your organization and organizations alike regarding the drama education. And of course, is there any government support for your work? And is drama education part of any policy in your country?
It's a complicated situation. It's part of the national curriculum, which means it has to be taught. And there are some facilities for that. And of course, it's part of teacher training now. But actually, for the organization as an organization, HUDEA currently doesn't get any government support at all, I think. Some of our projects are funded, but very few and very much under funded as well, as you know from around the world. I mean, the advocacy work, it's a next question that I think, how we can support each other with that. It's really difficult in the political climate we have, and where decisions are not always made based on research or based on findings in the field. So it's a really difficult question you're asking. I think the most important part of our work currently has to be building the community and supporting our teachers, supporting each other in this world. For example, with sharing the uniqueness and the diversity of this internationally or internally with each other. So we are basically really trying to strengthen our members and each other and hold each other and help each other at this moment.
Well, yes, you're on the same front line, right? So you have to be together.
I think it's not very different. I think in Serbia, you can really understand what's happening here, and similarly, we really see and of course envy the university students who stand up for envy you for your university students who really stand up for their thoughts and rights.
Of course. Thank you very much for this presentation. It was